Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Southside Barbecue Home Cook. Today we're going to be showing you how to turn your Weber or any kettle grill into a smoker using a technique called the snake method. Now this is an easy trick to have your kettle cooking low and slow at a consistent temp for as long as you want. All you need is a trusty kettle like the one we have here. And you want to make sure it's clean and clear of as much ash as possible, just so it doesn't mess with the airflow throughout our kettle. And we've done our best to clean our well-seasoned vessel, and personally I wouldn't trust anybody with a squeaky clean barbecue. Those guys just give me the heebie-jeebies. Alright, let's build our anaconda, shall we? Now we'll be using briquettes to create Jake the Snake. Basically this snake will act like a candle wick. It's gonna burn slowly and consistently, so you don't have to mess around with adding more fuel throughout your cook. Now that's gonna give you a whole lot more time to work on your TikTok dance videos. Whoa. Right, we got a few handfuls of briquettes and we're gonna start our build. Now the trick is to have our briquettes laying like fallen dominoes, so the lit briquettes at the head of our snake will burn all the way down to its tail. Now you want to make sure our dominoes are tight and compact, and we have effective surface contact. Any break in our fuse and our candle will go out, so you just want to make sure you keep an eye on that. Alright, we got our first row down. Let's add a second one. Now guys, when it comes to our snake, size is everything. Ooh! The bigger our snake, the longer the cook, so when we do big 12-hour cooks like a brisket, that's when we have to go to Africa and break out Shaka Zulu on them. Awe-awa, wimbawa, awe-awe. Alright, once we got our second row down, we do our final row on top. We're going to be careful here. Now, this is about 10 to 12 hours worth of cook time here. Wow, look at Black Mamba. Snake so big you think you are watching a nature doco on the BBC news channel. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to give Jake the Snake something to smoke on. So we got some cherry and mesquite wood chunks here. We're just going to carefully place it on Jakey. Now, you only need to go halfway around our snake, as meat will only take in smoke for about 3 to 4 hours. Anything after that and you're just wasting wood. And on the south side, we make sure our wood goes all the way. Right now it's time to light our snake up. So we just got about 6 to 8 briquettes in our chimney. We're going to get these burning until they're white hot and ashed over. Now, this will give us the head of our snake. Ooh. Alright, we're just going to light our fuse here and we're just going to overlap these burning coals on our dry ones so they can catch it. That's going to start our process. Wow, I can't wait. Alright, we also got a layer water pan down. We've got a bowl here and we're going to fill it with boiling water. Whoa! Now that'll help stabilize our temp as well as keep our meat nice and moist. Ooh-wee. Now we're using a grill thermometer here to help us keep track of our kettle temperature. Now we like to aim between 250 and 275 Fahrenheit. Now we make sure our top and bottom vents are fully open to bring our kettle up to temp. And once we reach our target, we'll just adjust the airflow intake with the bottom vent to control our temperature. And it's just basic science at the end of the day. Let me tell you. Alright, our kettle's sitting at 266. I like that number. So let's crack open this Weber, shall we? Now, we got a 5-kilo brisket right here that we're gonna feed to our snake. And you can see it's in full swing right now. Look at it. Now, when we place our brisket down, we wanna make sure we have our fattiest part of our meat facing towards the snake head, just to bear the brunt of all that heat. And you can also make a tinfoil protector if you want, it's up to you. But she's looking so sensual right now. And you also want to make sure the vent is on the opposite side of the snake head, so the smoke will caress your meat before it exits. Alright, our kettle is sitting stable at 268 Fahrenheit, and we're about 5 hours in. Let's have a look, shall we? Wow. 5 hours in and our snake's going hard and strong. And that's without Viagra. Wow. Look at it. You can see our brisket is looking like she's been drinking at Maraetai Beach all day. Her suntan's looking downright offensive. You can see Jake the snake was starving, so we had to feed him a little pork shoulder as well. This is going to be some good eating, let me tell you. We're just using some water to keep our meat nice and moist. Ooh. Wow. Look at that bark. It's coming along good. Alright, this is about 9 hours in. You can see we've already got our brisket and pork wrapped. And we've almost reached the end of our snake, and as you can see, there's about 2 hours of life left in old Jakey. And that's another beautiful thing about the snake method, is you can get a full 12-hour cook using very little fuel. So convenient. And also the unlit briquettes, we can just separate them from the rest and we can use it for our next snake. It's such a beautiful thing, I promise. Alright, time for the money shots. Wow, look at that pork. Now, golly, melt in your mouth and not in your hands. Not on the south side. Wow. His shoulder just broke down like R. Kelly did in his interview.
You're killing me, man!
Jeez Louise. And we've just pulled this pork with some honey mustard. Get us a slice. Look at that bark. You can already tell how moist it is. Wow. See what we got here? We see we got a decent smoke ring. You see how moist it is. Let's go for the pull test. Golly! For Pete's sake, that's some of the best tasting brisket I've ever had. Wow. Guys, make sure you give the snake method a try next time you break out the Weber kettle. Have you cooking like a pro. Golly!